Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Finish the Novel, a weekly vlog where I talk about past and present issues with finishing my novel, as well as an update on the status of the book. I hope you all had a fantastic week. Thank you so much for joining me back on another video. This week is going to be a very fast video. Just want to quickly chat about beta readers or, pre-readers, people who are reading your book while you're writing it, giving you notes and things. I only had one when I first started out, actually. I was first intending this to just be a short story, and I switched it over to a novel after I decided I wanted to kind of flesh out the world more, do some more world building, and I was just getting really excited writing about it, so I was like, I'm going to continue, and lo and behold, it's been a long time since I made that decision, but we're finally doing it, we're going to finish it. And at that time, I only had one person reading my book, my buddy Stu. And Stu was great. I think that everyone should at least have one good friend that they can bounce ideas off of and have them read some of their work just to get some ideas going. I don't think that you should just kind of throw your work at strangers and ask for critiques, at least not at the start, mostly because that's kind of a vulnerable time for a beginning writer. You don't want to just get bombarded with criticism and then just give up. That's not good for anybody, because, the world needs your work and you got to finish it. And I think everyone should have at least some creative outlet that they should share with the world. So yeah, it's not good to get kind of hampered before you even really get going. So after that, I wanted to make it a novel, and I have two readers, actually, and they're both good friends of mine. I've known them for a long time. They aren't Stu. Stu, obviously life gets in the way, and it's okay when friends, stop reading your work. You can't, take that personal or anything. It's just, that's how life is. So I have two other good friends, and they are more, they're more well-read with fantasy, so it seemed like a good fit. They were interested, and it is kind of a slog to read someone's first draft because there's a bunch of mistakes, and it's just not obviously very well formed. So I was really, really fortunate that a couple of my friends wanted to read it, and they gave me some great notes. I mentioned that in an earlier video. They told me, hey, I'm having a hard time following with the characters and things, and they told me, I'm not following as well as I do other books. So that told me I need to go back. I need to kind of re-describe the characters as they reappear in different scenes and things. And I think it does read a ton better. So I'm very, very grateful to my friends for that. But as it stands currently, I am only pitching my ideas and my kind of rough drafts of my different segments to those two readers. I'm not accepting any beta readers at the moment. The main reason for this is it's not a complete story, and when you hand someone work that you've been working on for hundreds of hours, you don't want them to get a bittersweet feeling of, this, it's never going to be good because it's not finished, right? And so you at least want to finish the first draft, at least this is what I'm saying. I'm sure other people might tell you something different, but in my experience, I want to give at least the reader a full first draft with a beginning, middle, and end. And then that way, I think that not only will their notes be better, but I think, the criticisms will also just make more sense, at least to you as the author. So I'm just holding off. I'm not going to let anyone else read it until, we finally get this done here in the projection of early summer is what we're shooting for. But that being said, if you are really curious about my work, I do have the two segments on my blog. I've mentioned that in a couple of videos, but I need to start remembering to kind of say it every video, just in case people are interested. I do think the first segment, that's the one that's kind of meant to be standalone, so it works better, or that's the one that I originally wanted to be a short story, so it does work better as a standalone. And if you just want to see how my style is, or if you're into my type of my genre, my fantasy writing, then I think that's a good just kind of launch pad to see if anything I write might interest you. And just for the update, this was kind of a bit like a busy week for me work-wise. I got a little hectic. One of the games that I cover, Sons of the Forest, just fully released. It wasn't early access, so dove right back into that pretty hard, and I was up till like 2:30 in the morning playing it, and just kind of work stuff. So it was another slow week. Got about 4 pages, 3.5 pages written. It's also just tough at the start of a new segment. I don't really like particularly what I have written so far. It's like the start of a segment, you kind of want it to just hit, right? So this one, I don't feel like it's up to snuff. I'm probably going to be editing it. But, with the bad comes some good. I did find like a cool story beat to play into the start, and it'll kind of be like a thread that it'll be like a story beat that works its way into other segments as well. And I just think it'll be interesting for eagle-eyed readers. I think they'll appreciate that. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now for the week. I just watched like Pacific Rim this morning, or I finished it. I was kind of watching some of that, and that movie's just so good. Of course, I think I saw it in theaters way back in the day, but it's still a banger. Definitely worth a rewatch. And what else did I watch? I just started playing Nightingale, and it's like a survival crafting game, and it is a little grind heavy, so I don't know if I'm going to continue. It just seems like too much of a time commitment for me at the moment, and it's still in early access, and the reviews haven't been great. And that is it for this week. Thank you all for stopping by. It really means a lot to me. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. I do read them all. I don't get that many, so it's not very hard. Thanks again. Have a great week. Bye.